Hey guys, Jacob with Jacob Comics. Alright, we have a really fun episode for today. And actually, definitely stay tuned. Super cool, kind of information and recent sales on this book. And yeah, I think you guys would be interested. It's one of those diamonds in the rough I found through all of this comic, speculation and prices dropping and everything. This is a book that has actually kind of shot up in price and is super under the radar. So I wanted to shout this out. It's Transformers number 3 from 1985, 1 of 1985, January, from Marvel Comics. Now, before we get talking a bit more about that, I do want to let you guys know about the 600 subscriber giveaway. When we hit 600 subscribers, we'll be giving this book away. It's a Marvel number 1 variant cover. All you have to do is like the video, comment down below, and be subscribed to the channel. That'll give you a chance to win. When we hit 600 subscribers, we'll be raffling the book off. Now, this book right here, just pick it up and kind of show it a little bit closer, is Transformers number 3. And as you can see, it's got black suit Spider-Man. So it's kind of this. That's actually what I really super liked about it was the black suit Spider-Man part, right? And there's a lot of other things going on with this book though. Um, Number 1 of this series is actually the first appearance of Transformers in comics. Additionally, it's issue number 2 and issue number 4 have lots of other first appearances of very popular Transformers characters such as Shockwave, Bumblebee, and many more. And lots of it's just and it's actually a very popular run. There's lots of Transformers fans. So that's kind of what really surprised me with this book. And as as we'll see, when we get dived into numbers, um, this is a book that definitely, if you guys can find this one raw, this is the book. This particular week, we are not looking at trying to buy graded copies of this book. Although I'll talk about graded prices to kind of give you an idea of if you find one of these in really nice condition in a dollar bin or somewhere like that, because a lot of people pass this book over. Um, could be a really good pickup, I think. I've always liked it because we've got Black Suit Spider-Man. I kind of collect old Black Suit Spider-Man covers, and the fact that he was crossing over with Transformers, another property that I remember from my childhood and I always loved. I just thought it was neat, Spider-Man and Transformers. It was sort of silly, like you wouldn't expect those two to to meet up, but the writers make it happen at least for one issue. And so that's why I thought it was cool. But I think a lot of other people do, and we'll see that this book actually has one of the higher prices for any of the other Black Suit covers outside of first appearance and origin of the black suit. So and here's what's shocking too is how low the numbers are of copies that are graded. I feel like this is a book, like I said, that's a little bit under the radar and not a lot of people are looking out for. As it's a book from 1985, there should still be a lot of high grade copies out there. However, we only see 888 total copies on CGC's census. And as of filming of this, the day before, the night of Friday today, the 9/8s, there's only 172 9/8s in the world. There are at least graded from CGC. There could be, maybe 25% of that graded by cbcs in my estimation. In a 9/6 there is 221. In a 9/4 there is 162. I actually got this copy raw and graded it myself. So yeah, my investment I think is just like $1 for the book, and the $25 to grade the book. So yeah, I think like $26. I'm looking really good on this book. Um, and sometimes when you can, if you guys end up grading them yourself, sometimes that can be the way to go. Especially if you do the pressing and cleaning yourself. That additional cost does start to add up if you submit a lot of books. Um, so in a raw, this one shocked me. It's just such a weird creature, you know. So there was actually no sales in the last 4 months in raw that I could see on eBay. There, I'm sure this book's changed hands, but I couldn't see anything on eBay. I did see that you could buy it in a buy it now. Usually I don't try to promote those or anything, but I had a question mark on this one because I couldn't come up with a price, and so I did see the some of the low prices for the book in reasonable looking grade were $10 on eBay. Well, like I said, this is the kind of book you want to check your comic store for, or if you have the run of Transformers, see if you're. And so we'll get dived into some of the graded numbers, and that's really what kind of interested me and wanted me, why I wanted to put it on the show. So there are only 3 sales in a 9.4 in the last 4 months. And they were all shockingly for $91, shipping included plus tax. So there was no low or high. All 3 were the exact same $91. Then there was a few sales in a 9.6. I saw the low shipping included was $144 plus tax, and the high shipping included was $194. That's in like about the last 4 months. With I believe actually a more recent sale being $170. So this book isn't actually dropping. It dropped a little bit. The $144 was 2 months ago, and then there was a more recent sale that was actually like I said, $170 right in between there. And then this one, this is how it made the show. So in a 9.8, there's only been 1 sale of this book in the last 4 months. It was on an auction, and it went for a shocking guys, $471 plus tax. So shipping included, $471. Yikes. This book in a 9.8, $471? And like I said, guys, it's from 1985. You cannot tell me there's not more 9.8 copies out there than 172 on a book that was made due to the fact that the Transformers TV show was super popular. So I'm sure they printed a bunch of these. It's not like they didn't print them. Yeah, just shouting it out, guys. Check your LCSs. This one could be a gold mine if you find a 9.8 for a couple bucks. Like I said, it shocked me too when I was kind of looking at it, trying to find a candidate for this week, and I was like, really? I didn't think my book was worth that, right? I didn't think this was $170 to close to $200 book, especially in today's market. These sales were just the other week, like at the very tail end of December. I think it was November 27th was the one for 471. So it's very recent, right? It's not these aren't sales from 4 months ago. This is just a couple weeks ago. So yeah, it kind of shocked me. I didn't think that book was worth that. I thought it was a cool book, which is why I sent it in to get graded. I was like, that's a high grade copy of a super awesome front cover, and you got one of my favorites, the black suit Spider-Man swinging around, the the one more time we'll show you guys. Yeah, the black suit Spider-Man swinging around the. Um, I want to say that Shockwave. Is that Shockwave? Yeah, Transformers fans, let me know. Like I dig Transformers, but I don't know them all by heart. Um, so yeah, you can definitely see who I believe is Optimus Prime in the background. Some others I don't recognize, and a cat one too. I don't know. Super cool cover. We'll put it over here this time. So yeah, guys, that is the undervalued key of the week, Transformers number 3. Um, yeah, if you find a copy, I mean, those are some pretty crazy numbers, especially if you find a more high grade copy, obviously. Uh, but I want to say, you know what I'm saying? What do they say? Like a high tide raises all boats, right? So I feel like that high sail in a 9.8 uh, should be bringing all the rest of them up as well. So yeah, that's what I have. Super cool book. Crossover between Spider-Man and the Transformers. All right, guys, that's what I have today. We'll see you guys tomorrow, and have a great day.